Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having great holiday cheer and I hope everyone's having a good day today. Today we're going to be playing Sword Art Online Hollow Realization Deluxe Edition for the Switch. I will be giving you a couple of tips and tricks. One is for mostly how to get to the Celestial Blades, and also a couple of setups and a couple of tips I can maybe give you along the way. So let's get into it. Just want to ask y'all, hope, how's y'all day been? I hope y'all been having a good day today as well. Today I had a great day. Spent some time with my girl. We went out, watched some movies, and just enjoyed each other's company. So definitely had a good day today. Um, so just a little background of the game we're playing. It's called Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. It's been out, I think, since 2019. I think 20 something around that time. It's just now coming to the Switch, so for those who are beating it and all that, this ain't for you, but for those who are just now getting into it, or maybe trying it again for a while, um, it's a pretty fun game. It is a single player game, but it's also multiplayer, but I might get into that in a later video. Um, but technically it's a game about a MMORPG game, and basically you play as the main character, but you can do character creation around it and, make your own character to make it feel like you are part of the story instead of the main character from the show as well. Which Sword Art Online is also an anime to those who don't know. But yeah, so a little bit of background about this game. Like I said, just a MMORPG. It has that MMOR feel, but again, it is a single player game you can play by yourself. So a couple of things that we can get into and talk about. The first thing is I will explain how to get to the Celestial Blades. The Celestial Blades is basically the dual wield of the game, and literally, like, in my opinion, OP of the game. Like, I am only level 51, and it is crazy powerful. We are talking like, what's the best way to say it? You can be a level 30 and kill level 60 and 70 monsters without no issue, and pretty much kill bosses like no flat. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. These are basically just basic monsters and stuff like that, and in-game stuff. But let me explain how to get to it. The first thing is you have to level up your one-handed sword skill level. Basically, you get a one-handed sword and start killing enemies. You'll get level up points to where it levels up. In order to get these, you have to level up to Star Saber. Now, I believe the level was around 250 to 300. I don't remember the exact. Oh, excuse me. The exact number, but it was around that level. That is one of the first requirements. The second requirement is you have to hit 2,000 weapon skills of the single hand. Not kill the enemies, but only hit the enemies. As you can see below, if you look where the weapon skill is, it will say horizontal arc, slant, deadly sins, and if you look, you'll see SS mastery. Now, unfortunately, that's only when you use it. It doesn't keep count of how many times you hit the enemy. But if you subtract like a certain, like maybe 100, 200 off that mark, you won't be much off from what you need to do. So basically, you just need to get Star Saber unlocked, and then you can use any of these skills: Nova, Horizontal, Deadly Sin, Slant, all these. It can be a combination of any. Sonic Leap, Vorpal, as long as it's 2,000 hits, not kills, hits, it will unlock Celestial Blades. You do not need the one-handed sword mastery or none of that. I got that after I did Celestial Blades. My suggestion for it is horizontal arc since it's quick, slant since technically you go into enemies anyway. It's a quick one hit and get you started. Deadly Sins, now even though it says like a 7-hit thing, it only still counts as 1. So do not think, oh, I can use Deadly Sins, get 7 hits. No. You use it once, it counts as once, as long as it hits the enemy. Now if you hit multiple enemies, it counts as multiple hits towards that enemy. And my recommendation also is bosses. They have the highest HP, and not only that, you can use it multiple times and you know it's gonna hit. For instance, I used the first boss you run into. I kept using horizontal arc, slant, and I think a couple of some sonic leaps as well. Not many though, but these two right here were my go-tos. That is pretty much how you get the Celestial Blades. And once you get Celestial Blades, you'll have not only a whole new skill tree, but these are some of the most broken, powerful moves you can get in the game, in my opinion. I'm not saying that the other weapons are bad. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Bless me. They are literally like OP. And it's crazy. Like, but yeah, but that's how you get that. Now, excuse me. So sorry. I am so sorry about that to everyone. Now, a couple of other things I can tell you about how to get these weapon skills is when you level up any weapon, you get the skill points, and you can go towards anything you want on the board, as you can see. You can go in any direction, any weapon skill, do whatever you wish. There's no limit. You can unlock everything and do everything. But for those who just want a specific build or maybe specific things, if you look closely, you'll see ones that are red and ones that are blue. The red ones are mostly buffs, but you can use any buff from any skill for any weapon skill. For instance, I have the XP gain. This helps me with getting leveling up fast, but I got it from the spear level. But as you can clearly see, I have it on, and I have it on as a dual wield. Very helpful. But that's not, you can just not do that. You can literally do it for any of the red skills you see. And like this one, increased by 30%, and imagine doing that with the dual wield. Crazy, right? And they stack. Like, all these stacked. Like, you can get crazy amounts of attack out. And it's crazy. Like, I had the SP charge from the Raper skill unlocked. Let's see, I got the XP. There was another one I also got, the healing circle, you know, just a little backup in case I just don't want no one, just want to just go kill stuff or level up a weapon by myself. Which is another thing too, you are allowed to like select your party members before you go. I would recommend either going solo and just doing some like low level enemies by yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. But again, excuse me, Celestial Blades, very powerful. Dual blading is like one of the most broken things I've seen. Another quick tip is later on the beginner part, basically this is still the beginning of the game. Like, this is literally like chapter 2, maybe 1.5, I guess. But as you can see, I am literally level 51, and all I've been doing are these dungeons right here. Not just this one, but this is an example of one. Once you unlock the dungeons for these are great experience level dungeons. Especially if you can unlock the experience game. You can level up at least once to maybe twice, depending on the level. If you're lower than the enemies, you'll get maybe 3 to 4 level, especially when you start defeating like the bigger enemies. These dungeons also, if you let me show you, have some good gear. I have the Sinbringer. They dropped the Earring of Loss, which you can see is like crazy good, even though I know there's a whole bunch of better ones coming up soon. Energy Preserve Shoes was another one. The Pure Blue Crystal is the one you get from the first one. Again, great because it gives me a little bit more defense in case I want to be out there. But yes, definitely. Like, watch this. This. Get more, and then you got this, which gives me SP regen. Like, look at all the stats I have, and I'm just level 50, and I'm not even near half of the other stuff I want. It's crazy. Like, if you look at it, I have HP regen plus 80%, I have 8% regen plus 240. Like, this bit, like, it's crazy. Like, I know dual wielding is like popular, but this is crazy. But that is all for this video. Again, just a couple of tips for those who are just starting out or need, you know, like a little guide on it. I know there are other videos, but I feel like maybe I can give like a better description. Again, I'm even still new to this game, but one more time for the Celestial Blades. Unlock all the way to Star Saber. Any weapon skill, you need to make sure it hits the enemy, not kill, hits 2,000 times. After that, you can get the blades. You do not need one hand sword mastery. You do not need it. I unlocked it after I got it. And you do not need to be a specific skill except for unlocking Star Saber. As you can see, I'm not even at 1,000, or I'm just barely above 500, and I still got it. So you can get this game. So you can get this early game and just focus on it. But again, those are a couple of tips. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'll have some more tips later on.